Welcome to the first ever episode of the Nattatude podcast, where we talk all things Nationals on a Monday morning with your host, Patrick. Cue the intro.
Kurt Suzuki, see you later. The Nats have won it. 7 runs in the bottom of the ninth.
Wide drive, base hit to right. That'll score one. That'll score two as the ball gets away from Grisham and right. That's going to score 3 runs, and the Washington Nationals have the lead. This is deep to center field. Bellinger's back. It's a grand slam. Howie Kendrick.
Swing and a miss! Swing and a miss! Swing and a miss! And a World Series Game 7 winning Curly W is in the books!
We have an amazing first episode for you guys today. I'll be breaking down all the free agency signings that happened this postseason for the Nats, the opening day starting rotation, and the final records of all the NL East teams that I believe will happen when October rolls around. So first off, I'll start off by grading the Nationals free agency offseason. So they signed a lot of free agents this year. They capped a lot of people, which I'm happy about. They capped Strasburg, Daniel Hudson, Howie Kendrick, Asdrubal Cabrera, Yan Gomes, and Ryan Zimmerman are all returning this year, which they were all big keys to our World Series win last season, which I will get into later on this episode. So yeah, and they also signed Will Smith, Will Harris, Adam Thames, Starlin Castro, and they made a trade for Ryan Harper, the cousin of Bryce Harper. I'm gonna double check that and put it in the next episode. For me personally, I believe this adds a good cushion to the bullpen and the bench. If everyone can stay healthy this year, we have a pretty good chance of winning the World Series. Now, do I believe we will win it? Yes. Can we? I mean, if the World Series hangover doesn't affect us, and by us I mean the Nats, we should be good. We didn't keep Rendon, and he left for Anaheim, but now he could go to Disneyland anytime he wants. So, I mean, sure, we lost Rendon and Harper last season, but we still have a good enough bench and a good enough bullpen. The only issue I have is that we don't have a strong third baseman yet. Like, if Carter Kieboom can step up in spring training and be that third baseman, that'll be good. But if he can't, then we have a problem. And yeah, overall, I give this offseason for the Nats a B-. It would be A if we did keep Rendon or we did sign Donaldson or some other people. But B- isn't that bad. Next, I'll be talking about the opening day starting rotation that I believe the starting 9 that I believe will happen, which will be Eden, Turner, Soto, Thames, Zimmerman, whoever plays first, Cabrera, the third baseman, the catcher, Victor Robles, and then the starting pitcher. Why I believe Eden will start before Turner is because Turner didn't prove himself well enough in my eyes. Like, I'll probably get a lot of hate for this, but in my eyes, he didn't prove himself as a leadoff batter in the playoffs or during the regular season in the whole. Now, there's an argument that you could switch Eden with Turner, so then you have basically the same starting rotation as last year. Soto being the third spot, or heck, even clean fourth, that would be good. Then you have a heavy hitter up, and if you have Soto first or second, you have, or third, in the top three somewhere, you have a really good batting rotation there, because you will have Eden. If he strikes out, you have Turner, who can hit, and if he can get a double, you have Soto, which can bring him in with a double, or vice versa. It all comes down to who the Nats decide to play at which position. Like, third baseman is the scariest part right now. And I know I'm talking about the third baseman a lot, but this was a big thing that the Nationals needed to pursue this year. But we got what we got, and so back-to-back world champions might not be this, but who knows? The only other concern I have is that Rizzo and Dave Martinez, the GM and the manager, aren't under contract for after this year, but I hope the Lerners sign both of them back, because Rizzo has been amazing. I remember last season when everyone said to fire Rizzo, but so far, he hasn't disappointed us. But, yeah. Soto, if you have Turner Soto, you have two powerful hitters. But if you have Eden, Turner, Soto, or Eden, Soto, Turner, or someone. Heck, if you have Robles in the top four, you get out with Eden, get Soto on base, get Turner on base. You have Robles to bat in a couple runs. But Robles is still young. Like, I like how the outfield is still youngish. And, yeah. Lastly, I know this episode was short, but this is the very first episode, and I just want to get everything down before I do, like, 15, this may be 50. This may be 10 minutes, but I'm not sure until I edit it, which I'm probably going to cut this whole part out. But, my final segment for this is I'll be just picking, like, what I think each record will be when September rolls over, because this is my way too early playoff final records, but I believe it'll be a close division for the most year, with the Braves and Nats switching until September, where the Braves will just pull away the last couple of weeks. And so the final ones that I believe will happen will be 99 and 63 for the Braves. The Nats 97 and 65, making the second wild card, making the first wild card like they did last year, and beating the Chicago Cubs. I have the Cubs making the playoffs as a wild card this year, just because they lost Madden, which, yeah. Nats record was a 97 and 65 because they'll have there'll be 2 games under the Braves for the NL East title. The Mets with a record of 82 and 80. The Phillies with a record of 86 and 80. And the Marlins with 80 and 86. 82. That's wrong. and the Marlins with a record of 62 and 100. I don't believe the Marlins have what it takes to become World Series favorites for a while. And if they do, well, I'll be surprised if they even make to the playoffs if I'm still alive. Nats will make the playoffs, like I said before, as the first wild card against the Chicago Cubs. In a whole, it'll be and then the Braves will play the Dodgers in the NLDS for, so that's pretty much going to wrap it up for the first episode of this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like it on YouTube, because I will be uploading this to YouTube every Monday. So yeah, make sure to like it, share it. If you do want more, leave a comment down below to see if you like it or not, and tell me why I could change, and I'll try to do that before the next episode. Yeah, but thank you guys for listening, and I'll talk to y'all in the next podcast. Peace.